Here are the 7 steps to learn better Japanese and learn faster. First step is I want you to do something really important. I want you to believe that you can learn Japanese. It turns out if you don't believe you can learn, if your brain doesn't think you can do it, no matter what I do, no matter how many books you read, you won't get there. One of the best ways or easiest ways to believe you can do it is to see someone who looks like you doing it. You're like, oh, it really tricks your brain into seeing it. だから日本語の勉強したいんであれば、なんか誰かの真似をすれば。And then if you believe that you can be like them, it's an easy step to the next spot. And the next spot, I tell you to listen to as much Japanese as possible. You want to have that rhythm of the language in your mind. Whether you're watching a video, you're watching a movie. I love Kurosawa movies, but they have so little dialogue and it's so short, it's hard. So you might want to pick something that has more dialogue. Pick something that, maybe a game show, a commercial, something where the people are talking and you have a visual to go with it. Oh, those are great. Third, you gotta learn the hiragana. Now, this is not optional. The hiragana is the basis for the sound, and when you understand how the sounds are made, you can then connect that to what you've been hearing. So it kind of makes those connections in your brain to make it easier for you to learn to speak Japanese. The fourth item is I want you to get to know the kanji. Conceptually, you don't have to know all of them. I want you to not be afraid of kanji. They're actually not that scary. Anybody who shows you the scariest kanji out there and says this is what you're up for, well, they're starting the wrong spot. You wouldn't make a baby start with a 500-yard dash. You'd probably have him crawl first. Kanji is actually pretty straightforward when you start there. And so that's what I'd like you to do. Take a look at them. See some of the ones that are easy to pick up. And then on top of that, just kind of understand the kanji. I want you to understand the parts of the kanji. So there's an image, whether it's a meaning or whether it's a combination of parts that put together to have a story. There's a sound that goes with it. You know, is it the onyomi or kunyomi? Is it the original Chinese sound, or is it a Japanese word that's been layered on top? I need you to understand that system. You can find some explanations, right? I can share that for you someday. And then after you get those down, okay, the sixth step, I want you to go out and learn some simple phrases like good morning, ohayo, good afternoon, konnichiwa. We'll also have like arigato, thank you, sumimasen, excuse me, or genki desu, yeah, I'm fine. And I can explain how those all work, but you need to learn some of those phrases, memorize them, learn how to use them, and then using the hiragana to kind of tie those together. This is the sound it's supposed to make. This is the sound people make. Here's where the written language is different than spoken language. You kind of start ferreting that out for yourself. This is really important. And the final piece. You have to do some reading with your eyes. Okay, this is important, reading with your eyes. Listening with your ears. Writing with your hand. I highly recommend handwriting, not typing on a keyboard. Okay, this is important. The hand emotions connect with your eyes, connect with the sound. And speaking, making sounds, making attempts of sounds. They may be wrong at first, but don't worry about what's right and what's wrong. Your goal is production. Every day, you want to be working on one of these or two of these together if you can. Two of these meaning if you're reading something that's written down, you can also listen to it on the tape or try speaking it or copying it. You're seeing and you're moving your hand. Anytime you combine two actions at the same time, you typically get a better result. You see the word, you say it out loud. Those connections inside your brain help you grow faster. And finally, every one of these things you should be doing for 15 minutes a day. A minimum 15 minutes a day. Can't find 15 minutes in your day? Try my 3x5 system. That's where you do 3 minutes 5 times a day. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, you have those meals, so every time you eat, sit down, 3 minutes. Right there, you've got 9 minutes. Now, snack time at 3 in the afternoon, and then maybe before you go to bed. Boom, 5 times 3 minutes each, 15 minutes. Can't do 5 times a day? Great, do 5 by 3. 5 minutes 3 times a day. When you eat or right before you go to bed, find those times in your day. They don't have to be 15 minutes at the same time, just 15 minutes a day. You will find that'll give you 91 hours in a year, and you'll do great wonders in 91 hours doing anything, but especially learning a language.